It's Monday. It's a little after morning.
Yeah, it's a bit later than usual, but now that I'm unemployed, I'm on baby duty 24/7. I can't find the time. So you guys got to give me
holiday.
slack.
It's a holiday, okay?
It's what
odds are somewhere, Darce. It's probably a holiday.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of people don't know this, but it is the Patriots Day, which is different than Patriots Day.
Yeah.
And it's not the Patriots plural, which I might have said by accident. The Patriot as in Mel Gibson.
I thought it was going to be like we go to Dunks.
No.
And we get wicked mad about how
everyone makes an effigy of Bill Belichick, and you smash it open like a piñata.
It's because Goodell hates us.
No, it's the Patriot Day with Mel Gibson.
Oh, okay. Gibson?
With Gel Gadot Mibson.
Did he get canceled before or after that?
Then also,
by the way, cancel might be not the right word because he's back.
I was going to say, that was after. When he went on his rant, that was after.
Yeah, he went on a bit of a rant. Well,
a bit of a banger.
Reductive to say that, but yeah.
It was a bit of a poggers moment.
He popped off in the worst way.
He was just expressing his inner gamer, and it was on film. And, that's...
Honestly, the headlines around gamers these days. That's the best analogy yet.
Oh, man. Scones, how do I get these recruiters off my back, baby?
I don't know, dude. You got to call Kim Postable. Call her beeper if you want some red sauce.
If you want another bowl. We're starting our own Italian restaurant.
A plate of the red crap.
This is very specific to like 2007 maybe kids. But yeah, we're starting Kim Pasta Bowls. It's a Kim Possible based
but it
Olive
looks
Garden
nothing like her
style.
It looks like the generic guy on the top of a pizza box.
Yeah, but that's Kim Pasta Bowl. And they give you the beepers, and when your table's ready, it's the do. And anyway.
Mamma mia.
So
I think
you think what?
that's easy Emmys, baby.
Hashtag easy Emmys. Emmybait.com. So listen, don't type that in your search bar, guys.
I kind of want to type it in now.
Scones, what have you been up to since the last time we spoke?
Me? I think, by the way, this is a bad time. You can edit this out.
Oh, fuck.
I think the title of the last episode is stuck as the title of the one before it.
I thought I
in podcasting applications.
That. I'll fix that if anyone notices that, because I'm not editing this. I don't got the goddamn time. If anyone notices that,
I don't got your goddamn mind. If you think
here, I'll do it live on air. Let's see. Let me go into the old editing.
It's showing that way on Apple Music, even when I refresh the page.
Yeah. Let me check.
Oh, that guy got, speaking of getting canceled.
Oh, yeah, true. That is actually a terrible call. Oh, you know what's so annoying? So I changed the title in like 8 places, but I didn't change it in 9, and that's the one that I guess got away.
That's the big one.
All right, I'm fixing
I don't know. I don't know what our biggest one is.
No, that one is the big one. All right.
I feel like there's a lot of ones that people actually
It's
use.
fixed, guys. That's how we do podcasting. I'm not going to edit
Easy
this. What am I, crazy?
Inside baseball, baby.
So check out episode 11, The Yeti Finger. It is now properly titled episode 11, The Yeti Finger.
Hell yeah. You want the moon, Murray?
And, it's funny. It's funny, Scones. You mentioned the Emmys.
Ha-has, hee-hees.
Have you been watching The Last of Us? Are you a Last of Us watcher?
I am a jabroni in that I like to wait until shows come out entirely, and then I'll just spend a Saturday and just go dummy with it.
You're like, ooh, that's I'm blocking off like March 17th.
If I watch it now, I'll just be like, fuck.
But don't you like reading all the threads of people with their great takes that none of them are bad?
Joke's on you. I don't fucking read.
Oh, dude. Honestly, joke's on me. I should never have learned, dude.
I read all that's interesting articles.
On God, life has only gotten harder since I learned to read. True or false? True, 100% of the time. When you didn't know how to read, life was easy, baby.
Easy peasy.
My kids don't know how to read. They don't do shit, bro. they're
their
just
life
like,
is
yo,
sick.
Dad, make us, well, actually more like Mom, make us some cheese frogs. And Mom's like,
Cheese frogs?
Yeah, Jenny found this recipe in like a
Jenny
children's
knows
book.
the CFs, bro.
She's making cheesy frogerinos, dude, which is a side dish at Kim Postables. And it's like Ritz crackers, except you make them at home. You put a little cheddar cheese, some flour, some salt, some cornmeal. It's a whole, maybe not cornmeal.
Do they swim in like a queso pond?
Well, so they start off as little tadpoles, and then in the oven they expand into cheese frogs, and then they hop around, and they're like chocolate frogs from Harry Potter. And then they die, and your kids eat them.
If next time I'm at your house, if Jenny doesn't make those, I'm going to be very difficult.
They are at they are a children's food, but it's very good. I mean, it's just a Ritz cracker.
I'm going to be such a stinker if I don't get those.
Scones is going to be grumpy. When Scones doesn't get his 8 hours,
fresh.
Ooh, we can't have that. So fresh and so clean.
Those Febreze.
The reason I bring up The Last of Us scones is because our today's topic actually has a bit of a connection to The Last of Us. So if you're a Last of Us enjoyer, connoisseur, viewer, you're gonna go, neato.
Is this topic good at parties?
What? What does that
mean? Is it fungi?
Oh, I see what you did.
Yes, we did.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he got me so good. Oh my god, my name is Christina Barbarino. I'm a local hairdresser. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
you got me so good.
I'm sweating. So anyway, what's the topic?
So it's as you know, in The Last of Us, cordyceps, they're the villain, I guess. And
little Billy Cordyceps?
Little Billy Cord with his big old biceps is sucking people's brains out.
Shit. He's small, but
he's small, but he's got those Popeye biceps, baby. Little cordyceps. And so yeah, The Last of Us, little fungus. The zombies are made because fungus gets in you, which is gross, but that's the
Don't
very
let the fungus get in you.
Quick summary of what's going on there. However,
that is why you wear flip-flops in public showers.
Flip-flops in the shower, tank tops there too. I wear a full outfit when I'm scrubbing my poops. All right. So
yes,
today is a mental floss article. I know.
Hell yeah.
Simmer down. Don't get fresh.
Did we intro that music?
The what?
Did we slick hair back and
we usually read the title and then slick the hair back.
Do we?
Because today, Scones, we're going to be talking about when the French village of Pont Saint-Esprit went temporarily mad.
Hell
Skeleton boys. Hi, skeleton boys.
Skeleton boys. I'm like waving a little white handkerchief at them.
I have a fan in front of me, like, woo! Slick those hairs back. Slick those hairs back.
Dilly-fly.
If I say slick those hairs back, it's way different than slick those hairs back. You know
those
what I mean?
ones leave. Don't
leave
touch
those ones. All right, yeah. All right, we're back. So yeah, this is a story about how in the 1950s.
Holy shit! Fuck the hashtag. Fuck the 50s.
This is a hashtag. Fuck the 50s. They kicked off the decade
fuck the 50s.
with a fungal infection, or it is assumed to be a fungal infection that basically made a whole town go fucking crazy, baby.
Like on their dumb shit.
Yeah, they were. They were like, okay, it's like they all went to the wedding in a white dress. That's how crazy.
That's insane,
right?
Dude.
So
certifiable.
Crazy. Yeah. It's like in the top 5 craziest things I've ever seen on my
Throw away the key.
So this is August 15th, 1951. Dozens of people became terribly ill in Pont Saint-Esprit, a quaint commune in the south of France. In the days that followed, Ooh, you know French? Oh shit.
Listen, I've seen Ratatouille once or twice.
Listen, I know there's rats in your hats. I'm a Frenchman.
What do you think someone really serious about it would say if I said my favorite French film was Ratatouille?
Ratatouille? They'd probably gun you down.
I think that's the best answer.
Probably. So They complained of nausea and stomach pain, weak blood pressure, and faint pulses. Cold sweats and low temperatures. Worst of all, everybody had insomnia and smelled.
Oh, no.
Apparently I'm infected, dude.
Bro, I can't sleep and I can't bathe.
Do I belong in France? A state of giddiness persisted, accompanied by abundant sweating and a disagreeable odor, reported the British Journal of Medicine. People would compare the stench to the fragrance of dead mice. So, yeah, we got a bunch of people smelling like dead mice.
That smells bad, I assume. Actually, I have smelled that, and it does smell bad. I can confirm. I just search in my memory banks if I've smelled dead mice.
Yeah, go into your odor banks.
I've definitely. That's my favorite Netflix show about teenagers.
the odor
North
banks.
Carolina. Yeah. But that and Compostables, dude. We're on fire today.
We could have the odor banks playing on all the TVs and Compostables.
Dude, these are Saturday Night Live sketches. Just coming alive.
Honestly, it feels like about how much effort is put in these days. Anywho, for hundreds of the victims, that's where the inexplicable mass illness stopped. For others, it was only the beginning. Dozens upon dozens of people began experiencing nightmarish hallucinations. The town became gripped in pandemonium. A little girl screamed as she was chased by man-eating tigers. A woman sobbed about how her children had been ground into sausages. A large man fended off terrific beasts by smashing his furniture. A husband and wife ran around chasing each other with knives, which just sounds like every, those miniature houses where you open the window into the kitchen and it's the, lady, chase. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
This is okay. They're on
the lady with knives in a mini window.
Yeah, it's always like a miniature house, like a doll house, and the things are on little circles, and they mechanically move around the house. And then there's always a silly one where it's a guy being chased by a lady with a knife. I guarantee you, people know what I'm talking about. I swear these exist.
Maybe a rolling pin, but a knife.
Okay, rolling pin is probably a more apt one, but either way. So people are running wildly as they try to avoid imaginary flames. One man, convinced that red snakes were devouring his brain, jumped out of a window. Another reportedly leapt from a window, broke both legs, stood up, and continued running. So,
dude, Imaginary Flames is a great mixtape name.
Ooh, true. Write it down.
I'm furiously writing down.
Good. Outside, it would also be a great talk show where two kids bring their imaginary friends and we see if they're compatible for dating.
Yes. Welcome to Imaginary Flames. Nathan, if your imaginary friend were to take you on a date.
Oh, they're dating
It's just
the kids.
Newlywed Show?
Yeah. I thought it was the dating game, but with the imaginary friends of the kids. You're saying the kids are going to date the imaginary friend?
No, I'm saying the kids would give the answer
for the imaginary.
and then the other imaginary friend, the opposite one would
That's
have
what
to
I'm thinking
also the answer.
All right, perfect. Write it down.
Yeah.
So,
and it is written.
Perfect. Outside,
it is written.
A local postal worker complained that he was shrinking. A person sprinted down the lane claiming he was being chased by bandits with donkey ears. Near the Rhone, yeah, it's just fucking scary as hell. Near the Rhone River, a man convinced that he was a circus tightrope walker attempted to balance his way across the cables of a suspension bridge. Another tried to jump into the river.
Did he do it?
That's a great question. It does not say. It'd be sick if he just that was his calling.
Yeah, just fucking aced it.
Did a backflip, landed it at the end. Another tried to jump into the river only to be saved by friends. I am dead and my head is made of copper and I have snakes in my stomach and they are burning me, he yelled. So needless to say, people are going fucking bananas. So it does say parenthetically, not everybody was having a bad experience. Some people, according to the New York Times, heard heavenly choruses, saw brilliant colors. The world looked beautiful to them. So I guess
fucking Woodstock, brother.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was one guy. It was an especially productive experience for the head of the local farmers co-op, who began writing hundreds upon hundreds of pages of luminous poetry. So,
wait, who's writing a farmer co-op? Is that what you just
the
said?
The head of the local farmers co-op started just spitting bars of poetry
What are you saying to me, dude?
So like there's co-op versus AI farmer matches.
That's what I mean, dude. I've heard all those words, but not in that order.
Not in that order, yeah. I'd like to bring you new things. But overall, the scene was apocalyptic. I've seen healthy men and women suddenly become terrorized, ripping their bed sheets, hiding themselves beneath their blankets to escape hallucinations, the mayor of Point Saint Esprit, Albert Herbrad, said. Asylums were filled with people wrapped in straitjackets and tied to beds. According to the British Medical Journal, every attempt at restraint increased the agitation. By the time the mass illness had subsided, approximately 300 people had been in some way affected. At least 4 died. In the immediate aftermath, the outbreak was blamed on ... bread.
The devil.
The summer of 1951 was
How did they not jump to the devil?
Well, it was 1951. Like, it wasn't like it was 1591, you know?
That's true. France was probably, like, mostly rubble at this point, you'd think.
It was like all... It was just rubble.
I don't know how quick they got that shit back up and running after
yeah. How long does it take
World War II?
So the summer of 1951 was especially wet, and ergot fungi grew all over the country's rye fields. Tainted greens were sourced back to the Rock-Brined Bakery, where a miller had used fungus-contaminated flour, causing widespread poisoning. The last time ergotism, or what's colorfully known as St. Anthony's Fire, had reportedly struck France, it was 1816.
Now, if the name of the St. Anthony's Fire is the name
Elmo's
of the fungus?
Fire? Oh, no. Well, yeah, so that was that's what the term for ergotism, like the Black Death was the plague, but...
Oh, so the after, the state that everyone's in is called St. Anthony's Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you've been watching The Last of Us, and I guess this is like a very, 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 very minor spoiler, because there's zombies, but essentially it's a fungus that's passed through like flour and wheat. So
yeah, dude, and they're fucking... That shit's like real for insects. Like there's actually fungi that turn into zombies and make them kill themselves.
And it's real for humans if it was warmer, apparently. So
ooh, good thing the planet's not heading that way.
That's what we're saying. I'm like, good thing that shit's a myth, bro. Back to watching Netflix.
We proved that one was a hoax.
Yeah, we fixed the ozone or whatever. Who cares?
Otherwise, we might be fungi boys.
Well, we'd all be tightrope walkers over a river right now, dude.
I really hope I'm one of the people that saw the rad shit.
I hope my son gets turned into a sausage. Snakes. He'd be a cute little sausage. Today, ergot poisoning remains the most commonly accepted explanation of what happened in Pont Saint Esprit, though there have been competing theories. What?
Yeah, I have questions. How does it?
I have questions.
How did this only happen here?
Because
there's hot places that also make bread.
That's where you're wrong, Scones. There's one place that's hot and makes bread.
And it was southern France. Strictly in 1951.
I think it was just like a real perfect storm of wet France and flour. I don't know. Bro, I don't make the goddamn rules.
As a member of NATO, I hope America's doing everything to make sure France does not get wet.
Dear France, cover everything in this plastic.
Keep that shit dry.
Yeah. So, just weeks after the incident, the president of France's Millers Union, Pierre Jacob, refused to acknowledge the ergot explanation. Reuters reported Jacob argued that ergot was always present in French flour and therefore could not be responsible. Not a great move.
It's always been like
our shit's always garbage. What do you mean? To prove his point,
you guys clean your bread?
To prove his point, he offered to eat ergot-tainted bread in front of a group of experts. There's no records of whether he actually did this. Other theories blamed mercury, fungicide, and various other types of fungus. Some people claimed it was the water used to make the bread, and not the grain that had been infected. And of course, there are conspiracy theories.
Oh, I got some.
Oh, Scones knows what happened, dude. Scones was there.
Listen, we got to keep France dry.
Hashtag. That sounds like a Mark Wahlberg plot.
Keep France dry. If Mark Wahlberg was there, this would not have happened.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
And if people understand that reference.
Yikes. Yes. Yikes. So, In 2009, writer Hank P. Albarelli Jr. claimed that he found a fishy document belonging to the CIA.
That sentence is wonderful.
It's a 10 out of 10. So it contained this label: Pont Saint-Esprit and F. Olsen files. SO, span, France, operation file. Inclusive Olsen, Intel files. So, hand carry to Berlin. Yeah.
What just happened?
Apparently the Olsen twins were in France. Yeah, a signal tower or whatever.
Yeah,
a number station.
Soviet channels.
Yeah, it does. It really does read like that. Point Saint Esprit and F. Olsen files. SO, span France, operation file. Inclusive Olsen, Intel files. Hand carry to Berlin.
Someone's listening to this and they just realize their sleeper agent abilities.
Yeah, 3 of our listeners just like eyes shut and then reopened, and now they're like beelining it for the nearest like tool bench. Tell him to see that this is buried. So, according to the BBC, Frank Olsen was a CIA scientist researching LSD. David Berlin was executive director of the White House Commission investigating the CIA's abuses. Were these men connected to the Pont Saint-Esprit poisoning? Was it some kind of hidden CIA LSD experiment that I wasn't invited to? Or was the CIA, which was certainly studying psychoactive substances at the time, simply curious about what happened in southern France? Stephen L. Kaplan, a bread historian at Cornell University.
Yes.
What? How do I get that job, dude? Why am I applying for like software engineering jobs when I could be the fucking bread boy at like Cornell?
I want to read his PhD dissertation.
Be sick.
Very bad.
Yeah, it's like wheat greater than sign rye, like a
why are rolls better at restaurants than at home? A PhD dissertation.
It's so yeah, apparently that's a job title, but
it's the job title, my dude.
It's pretty boggers. So he wrote about the fallout from an outbreak in a French language tome titled "The Cursed Bread." So France apparently has all sorts of bread issues. I didn't know this. He doesn't buy into the CIA conspiracy theory. LSD, he says, was an unlikely culprit. The symptoms suffered by residents don't match those caused by the hallucinogen. But he's not convinced that ergot was the cause either. Which raises the question, if not ergot or LSD, then what happened in Pont Saint-Esprit in the summer of 1951?
That's what I want to know. So, I believe it's probably not LSD.
I believe in a thing called love.
I don't think LSD makes you think you have, like, fire snakes in your belly.
Well... Okay.
Or that you're like, maybe the tightrope walker. But like,
as someone who's never done LSD, Scones, you are a big LSD guy.
Big LSD guy.
So like, have you ever hallucinated while taking hundreds and hundreds of LSD tablets in your day?
Yeah, but this is what I mean. It's like not related at all.
It's chill.
Like, yes, I do grind them up into my flour. Yes,
I bake them.
I do cook it then. Yes, I do eat them. Yes, I have been known to see things and jump into rivers.
Yeah, but who has it, baby?
But like, it's too different.
Papa,
hey, Bambo.
I mean, I think that it had to have been something consumable for so many people to get sick, unless it was like in the air. But that's.
I don't know how this wouldn't happen more places if it's the fungus.
Well, maybe it's just because like the guy at the bread factory did a bad job that day. I think the bread historian should have really done his research on like, is this bread factory garbage? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
are there any known infamous bread makers in the history of bread making?
Like, where's the muffin man when you need him, dude?
Yeah, old Tommy Two Rye.
You think that? So Stephen L. Kaplan is basically the muffin man when you think about it.
Yeah, he's definitely on Drury Lane.
I do know that would be so amazing if you lived on Drury Lane.
It would be ridiculous. Well, no. Do you think there's a professor of muffin history out there? Do you think it's different enough? Well, now, hold on. I gotta look. Hold on.
Damn, yeah.
Professor of muffin history. Dr. Duke Marshall. Hold on.
Dr. Duke Castiglione on the News Center 5. Wait, you found somebody?
This is just a professor at Emory. That,
just some dumb professor doing stupid research, not a muffin man.
What an idiot. I can't tell how deep into muffins he goes. Anyways, the name of this article is Dr. Duke Marshall, Emory's Muffin Man. I'm not going to read it because we already did one this episode.
We already did one, but maybe next week we'll get into the Muffin Man side of things.
Next week. Emory's infamous Muffin Man.
So yeah, if you're watching The Last of Us, what a good time it's been.
I will admit, I've never played the game.
Ooh.
Did not have a PlayStation.
Yeah, I picked one up just to play it, and I think it's like the best game ever made, but that's besides the point.
Probably. I mean, I'm surprised how much shot for shot they're doing.
They're doing it they're doing a lot of justice.
Like that's how good of the game was that they didn't have to change anything. It's so easy for like the showrunners.
Well, did you watch Chernobyl?
Done. Oh yes,
because it's
that
the same.
Movie had me wilding.
Craig Marston. I forget his last name, but he was the
Craig
guy who was the guy who did Chernobyl is doing this, and it's really good also. So
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown plays Joel.
Wow,
it's really cool.
Chernobyl had me wilding though.
Ellie's played by Gaten Matarazzo. It's a crazy,
sounds sick.
It's so good. You think it wouldn't work?
After I watched Chernobyl, I went and
I went to a radioactive facility.
My girlfriend was fed up with me because I was researching. I'd point out to her. I'd be like, "This is how many nuclear reactors we're in distance of if shit goes down." She's like, "Why do I care?" I was like, "No, it's you wouldn't even feel it until you did.
Until it's bad.
Until a week later when you look like an uncooked hot dog."
Ooh, yum yum yum. Guys, thank you for returning to Monday Morning Macabre. Because this is the quality content you need to get you through your week, boys and girls.
You need it, deity.
Check out MondayMorningMacabre.com for merch and Patreon info. We just dropped a new Patreon episode, part 2, coming soon. We got MM Macabre Pod on Twitter, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, and I'm going to set up a GoFundMe pretty soon because I can't afford to get paid to buy food. So keep your eyes out for that.
So send food.
Yeah, send a crate drop, please. You know what I'm talking about. Supply drop.
Supply drop brought to you by Sling and Dingers, a subsidiary of
Monocourt. We love you. Ich bin ein Berliner. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.